Yo, what's up? I'm Sid Fly, and you're now watching Alt Fly. Today we're gonna talk about Jessica Jones Season 2 and the Easter eggs. Look, I'm not gonna do no spoilers or none of that kind of stuff. You can find those on your own. I'm just talking about the Easter eggs for y'all real comic book fans out there. So, Season 2 with Jessica Jones premiered on March 8th. This time it came out on Thursday instead of a Friday. Why? Who knows? It stars Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones, Rachel Taylor as Patricia, Trish, or Patsy Walker, Ika Darville as Malcolm, and Carrie Ann Moss as Jerry Hogarth. And she does look super nice. Remember those Matrix days? I do too. Okay, so the first Easter egg we're gonna talk about is the Wizard. You know, the fat guy that moves super quick. Y'all might just thought he was a goofy guy they put in here. He was a real comic book character, showed up in SpiderMan books back in 1941. It was wrote by Al Iverson, and he actually wore blue and yellow. That's why they put him in the yellow and blue hoodie in a TV series on Netflix. It was rumored that him and Miss America was actually the parents of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Until they find out later on that Magneto was all up in that, like, bow, 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 bow. He tries to steal your kids, Magneto. The second Easter egg fits in very good with the first Easter egg, because it's about the Wizard. Now, when Jessica goes to his house and checks everything out, she sees a mongoose running around. Well, that goes back to the comic book, because in the comic book, how he got his powers is, he was a little kid, got bit by a snake, so his dad injected him with mongoose blood to get rid of the snake venom. It's the 40s, dog.
Oh, man.
Ricky Tikki Tavi was big back then. So the third Easter egg deals with the first two Easter eggs, and that's the name of the mongoose. It's all in the family. When they show the mongoose, they show a picture of his cage, and on the cage it says Emil. It's the reason they named the mongoose Emil, because it's a little Easter egg going back to the dad of the Wizard, whose name was Emil Frank. All right. So Easter egg number 4, this was about Patsy. It's Patsy. A lot of y'all seen the scene where Trish Walker, AKA Patsy, had to wear the wig of the red hair and sing so she can get more information on IGH. But what y'all didn't know is Patsy Walker is one of the only comics from the Marvel Silver Age to make it all the way to the modern age. Back in the 1940s, Marvel was trying to get money and capitalize on the whole Archie comic sensation. So they made a girl hero with red hair, just like Archie had red hair, called Patsy. She went from Patsy Walker, who was just a bite off of Archie comics, to Hellcat, as she was taken to hell by Mephisto and given superpowers. Now you see why they treat her mom that way in the TV series? Because in the comic book, her mom sold her soul to the devil so that Patsy could become a superhero. If Patsy Walker was a rapper nowadays, would she be Cardi P? It's Patsy! This next Easter egg is all about Beto. You remember Jessica Jones, superintendent she started, having a little fling with? That was his son. His name was Beto. He asked her, do you know Captain America? And she said she didn't know Captain America. He says, look, I broke my shield for my Captain America, and the only way I keep the shield is by magnets. And here's the reason why they put that in there. It was in the comics that Tony Stark actually gave Captain America a shield that had magnets in it to explain why every time he throws a shield, it comes back and he can catch it. Not Magneto. We talked about Magneto, right? Yeah. Pow, 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 pow. So, for this next Easter egg, we're gonna talk about Spider-Man. And if you know my son, you know my son's a huge Spider-Man fan. I'm gonna tell you, the way I get my son to do his homework and go to school and be an overall good person is I always tell him, with great power comes great responsibility. So in this season of Jessica Jones, she made it her little own personal mission to knock on that Spider-Man quote so everybody knows and everybody loves it. First, the Wizard, in a video to Trish Walker in her Trish Talk show says, with great power comes great mental illness. Another time, Trish's boyfriend Griffin says, something feels wrong, I can feel it in my nuts. And Jessica says, what, you got scroty sense? And then later on, when Jessica's mom is talking to her, she says, with great power, and Jessica stops and says, if you finish that, I'm gonna throw up on you. That's a simple one. If you didn't catch that, You's a buster. Now this one is kind of a bonus Easter egg. It's about Stan Lee. For most of y'all that know, he never shows up in person on the Netflix series. He's always in a poster. Well, in Jessica Jones, he's in a poster on the back of a bus for Forbush and Associates, personal injury lawyers. Back in the day when they had Mad Magazine, Marvel wanted to copy after Mad Magazine. They started their own magazine called Snafu, which is just a joke magazine. Instead of Alfred E. Newman, they had a guy named Forbush, and they even made that guy into a superhero. My favorite superhero is M-E-T-H-O-D, man. So there you have it. Those are all the Easter eggs that I could find in this new second season of Jessica Jones. If you find any more, don't forget to put them in the comments. Don't forget to share and like and subscribe to Optimal Films on YouTube. Or just go to OptimalFilms.com and check out some more other stuff. I'm Sid Fly. You're watching All Fly. Hope you enjoyed your flight to the raft. Carrie Ann, holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you some Matrix shit. And you ain't the only one.